we're back with another LucasArts adventure game classic. They're pretty much all classics, I guess, because I mean they haven't made any in years, but where is Borneo anyway?
Of course I miss you, darling. This is the loneliest place on Earth. Most exciting thing ever happens here is the day when it don't rain. Excuse me, darling, I got some work to do. What the heck is that? Get on in here, Pete. We got us a big old asteroid on a 3-week collision course with Earth.
The Dig.
The asteroid has been named Attila, after the war leader of the Huns, who devastated Europe just before the fall of the Roman Empire. Attila was first spotted in a tracking station in Borneo. According to NASA sources, the probability of impact with Earth is 99%.
5, 4, ignition, 2, 1.
The shuttle is up and away. This is not a mission the shuttle was designed for, but as Mission Commander Boston Lowe said in the press conference last night,
if the shuttle is the last hope of the human race, then it'll have to do the job, won't it? Wait a minute, folks. Let me introduce the landing team. Ludger Brink is a noted geologist. He'll evaluate our data on placement of the nuclear devices.
We have to be accurate. The idea isn't to blow Attila to bits. If we did, some of the pieces would certainly hit Earth with devastating effect.
And now I hardly have to introduce Maggie Robbins to you. She's probably the most well-known journalist in the world.
Maggie, you're famous for having once said that you never put up with censorship in any form. Now you're under NASA command.
Miss Robbins is a reporter by vocation, but on this mission she's...
I think I can answer the question myself, Commander Lowe. Danny, I trained for this mission, and I have work to do in laying the nuclear charges. When I come home, I'll be a reporter and tell you all about it. But during the mission, I'm part of the team, and I will obey Commander Lowe like any good soldier.
That may be the biggest news story of all. Maggie Robbins obeys orders.
In going over your bios, I find that Professor Brink is also a noted archaeologist, while it's well known that Maggie is a prodigy at learning new languages. Is this just coincidence?
Not at all. We wanted the best and the brightest for this mission. Dr. Brink and Ms. Robbins are not narrow specialists. They are resourceful, widely educated, and creative thinkers.
Does that apply to you too, Commander Lowe?
My job is to keep everybody alive. I don't have to be brilliant. I just have to be careful. The other 2 crew members will remain with the shuttle. Ken Borden is the most experienced shuttle pilot we have. Cora Miles is our payload specialist. As you all know, she's a candidate for Congress, but we figured saving the planet is more important than campaigning.
It's cheaper, too.
Any parting message for the people of Earth?
We have exactly one chance. We've got to do it right. Let all your prayers be with us.
Come on out, kids. The water's fine.
Robin's here. Going independent.
Welcome to the wonderful world of space. Don't bump into anything.
I'll be careful, Commander.
Brink here, going independent. Howdy, Brink. Welcome to the place where geology and astronomy meet.
A professor once told me, astronomers are geologists with clean hands and a squint.
You going to quote him on that in some magazine, Robbins?
I'm just part of the landing team right now, Commander Lowe.
And so we're finally into the game. Which means it's time to tinker with the options, like in all good LucasArts games. We'll see how that works out. Yes, this is The Dig, based on a concept by Steven Spielberg, as it said in the title. It's actually kind of similar to Avatar in that regard. The James Cameron film. They were both concepts thought of, like, decade or more ago. But while Avatar got put in holding until the technology was available to make it, The Dig, the concept, ended up getting taken by LucasArts to make this game.
It's the pig. Payload Specialist Miles needs to use the remote arm to release it.
Alright, that's how we do inventory. I think, I'm still figuring this out.
Miles, this is Lowe. Do you read?
Yeah, Boston. I'm on you.
You wish.
In your dreams.
I've played this game before, but that's been ages ago. I mean, I remember the plot, but not exactly how things work.
Ready for the deployment of the free fall tool chest.
Is the crew clear of the area?
Crew is clear. Proceed.
I'll probably have less trouble with this one, though. Just because it's more sensical.
Everything fine with the pig, Cora?
Looking sweet, Boston. You just be good to my baby.
Well, the voices seem fine this time.
Robbins, this is Lowe. Do you read?
Robin's here. What is it?
See that big tool chest? We call it the pig.
I've logged 100 hours working with every tool in the pig, Commander Lowe.
The interface is effectively the same as Sam and Max, so once I remember exactly how that works, then...
Everything okay with the pig?
As far as I can see, Commander.
Yes, that means we've exhausted all flying pig conversation options.
You may write all kinds of deep intellectual stuff, Robbins, but I'll bet your paper runs a picture of the explosions on the front page.
We always lead with pictures of car crashes and explosions, or people like you will never pick up the paper.
Burn.
What do you think of our archaeologist, Brink?
I'm very impressed with his experience. He headed the U.S. Geological Survey team that mapped the surface of Venus.
He'll be taking a close look at the asteroid to make certain the detonation points they've chosen are suitable.
About that there, I'm not entirely sure if that means we've been to Venus or not. I mean...
Have you looked up at the Earth yet, Robbins?
Oh, is that big blue thing the Earth?
Some people get vertigo when they realize that they're hanging upside down 200 miles over the ocean.
Do some of them throw up? Is that what you want me to do?
I thought it was something you might want to write about.
I actually had a pretty good career as a writer before I had you to think up ideas for me, Commander.
I just want you to be happy, Robbins. So you'll write nice things about us.
I'm very, very happy, Commander Lowe.
Are you happy, though?
I hope you're still happy, Robbins.
I'm very, very happy, Commander Lowe.
Wow, I wasn't expecting him to follow up on the happy thing.
Getting anything juicy for your first article?
I'm not writing my article right now, Commander Lowe.
This is all pretty dull so far, Robbins. I hope you can find something interesting for your lead.
Commander Lowe, am I doing something wrong?
No, I'm just trying to be friendly.
And I'm trying to be a good crew member. Can't you forget for even 1 second that I'm a reporter?
Yes, Commander Lowe has been hijacked by the adventure game protagonist.
Just want to make sure you're having a wonderful time, Robbins.
I'm very, very happy, Commander Lowe.
Oh no. I'm not sure she's happy yet.
Lowe out.
I don't think she's quite happy enough.
Lowe to Brink. Come in, Brink. Brink here. Everything okay with the pig?
Everything's fine as far as I can see, Commander. Miles can tell you more than I can.
Everything still look good for the placement of the explosives?
Unless Borton has some new information on the telemetry.
What do you think of our star reporter?
Very unorthodox, bringing a reporter on a space mission. But she is very capable, and she writes interesting stories.
Brink is not quite as vocal as Maggie.
Happy to set foot on a new world, Brink?
Attila is a very old world, Commander. It is merely new to us.
Let me know if you see anything unusual with the asteroid.
No problems yet, Commander.
Are you getting a good look at the asteroid, Brink?
I have hardly looked at anything else, Commander.
Have you noticed anything unusual?
No one has ever been this close to an asteroid before, Commander. I cannot possibly know what is usual or unusual.
Is there anything that should make us reconsider the placement of the charges?
The original choice of quadrant seems adequate, Commander.
Do you see any problems, Brink?
As you Americans might say, Commander, we will kick Attila's butt.
Wow, we got a one-liner out of Brink.
Low out.
I think when I first played through this game, I was more interested in solving the puzzles than experiencing it, so... Oh, that.
This is my penultimate personal digital assistant.
Now I remember how to look at things. That's what I was trying to figure out. This is just a little mini-game. I am terrible at it. The object is to land the thingy. Woohoo! We made a crater! Aw.
No way. I had that.
You did not. It's bothering other people.
Miles, this is Lowe. Do you read?
Miles here.
Everything fine with the pig, Cora?
Looking sweet, Boston. You just be good to my baby.
Everything okay with the explosives, Cora?
They're ready to pin the tail on Attila. Just make sure you tie them down right, Boston.
I'll miss you when I can't take you with me on missions like this.
Don't get sentimental on me, Boston. Besides, there won't be any more missions like this.
How's the congressional campaign going without you?
Well, my opponent is demanding equal time in space.
With or without a suit?
Just don't screw up the mission, Boston, and I'll be in Congress next January.
Equal time in space. That's terrible.
I just want you to know you've got my vote, Cora.
Till my opponent offers you more money.
I just want you to know you've got my vote, Cora.
Only if you move to Mississippi, Boston.
I just want you to know you've got my vote, Cora.
Maybe if somebody helps you figure out the levers in the voting booth.
As you might have noted, Boston is not exactly considered the sharpest knife in the drawer. He's not stupid, but...
I just want you to know you've got my vote, Cora.
Oh, you finally learned how to make an X.
I just want you to know you've got my vote, Cora.
Oh, I've already got the aging astronaut vote locked up.
I just want you to know you've got my vote, Cora.
And I haven't even paid you your $1 yet.
I've never done this before. This is hilarious.
I just want you to know you've got my vote, Cora.
Just don't tell anyone else, Boston. It might cost me the election.
I just want you to know you've got my vote, Cora.
It's no use, Boston. I'm not gonna make you head of NASA.
I just want you to know you've got my vote, Cora.
You can vote for me 20 times, Boston, and I still won't marry you.
This is going on for... Wow, I did not...
I just want you to know you've got my vote, Cora.
I bet you say that to all the candidates.
I just want you to know you've got my vote, Cora.
Does this mean you've forgiven me for putting a leak in your catheter on your first launch?
Oh, God. I don't want to...
I just want you to know
think
you've
about
got
that.
my vote, Cora.
Well, ain't you sweet?
Wow, we finally exhausted them all.
Low out.
I'm amazed.
Borden, this is Low. Do you read?
I'm here, boss.
How's our little piggy?
Ugly as ever, but Cora might have a different opinion.
Give us the go-ahead on the explosives, Ken.
Plant Alpha charge in Quadrant 2. Make sure you get it on a level surface so Attila blows in the right direction.
Quadrant 2. I forgot how we found out where to plant them exactly.
You ready for us to part company, Ken?
Everything's in position, boss.
Are we in position, Ken?
Attila's given us less gravity than I expected, but the attitude jets are compensating.
You're saying Attila is less massive than we expected?
Hey, maybe Attila's nothing but a big old bubble. How do we know what's inside an asteroid?
Let me know if you notice something that would change our mission parameters.
Sure thing, boss. Right now, Attila's sleeping like a baby.
Low out.
Yes, now we can finally...
Low to landing team. I'm taking the pig down to the surface. Follow me.
You be good to my baby, Boston, you hear me?
We'll be back soon, Cora. Try not to miss me too much. Low out.
Stuff. So much stuff.
It's a specially designed explosive charge engineered to help move the asteroid into a safe orbit. It's a specially designed explosive charge engineered to help move the asteroid into a safe orbit. It's like a jackhammer, but for space.
Space!
Regulation NASA pocket shovel. Every astronaut should have one. Standard issue flashlight. It's the arming key for the explosives.
Oh yeah, that's bad, but that... Space! Said quadrant 2.
It's where Explosive Alpha should be placed.
Explosive Unit Alpha.
The ground's too rough to attach the charge.
Well, let's try it out.
Let's see if we can clear up old Attila's complexion. Nice and smooth now.
Explosive Unit Alpha.
Shuttle, this is low. We're placing the explosive in quadrant 2. Acknowledged. Could you give me a hand with this, Brink?
I'll be right there, Commander Lowe.
Excellent work, Brink. Kent, the charge is set. Instruments confirmed. Hey, I'm just so proud of you boys.
I forget if we need to use the arming key on it or no.
Look at the pretty red light, boys and girls. I'd say this charge is armed.
Now I need to...
Borden? Come in, Borden.
More stuff.
I'm here, boss. How's our little piggy? Ugly as ever, but Cora might have a different opinion.
So he's still using the same dialogue.
Looks like the nuke is set in this quadrant, kid. Keep trucking, boss. Let me know if you notice something that would change our mission parameters. Sure thing, boss. Right now, Attila's sleeping like a baby. Low out.
I forget where we're supposed to put the other one, but if I had to guess, it would probably be on the opposite quadrant. Which would be quadrant 3. Boulder. This looks conspicuous.
There's a big rock right where I need to plant the nuke.
Well, we've got 2 tools, and one of them is a lever.
Cora, Kent, I'm jamming the shovel in under the boulder, then using maximum down thrust to pry it up. Does that sound workable?
Well, I'm a little short on data about the tensile strength of shovel handles in 0G under maximum thrust conditions. In other words, who knows? It might work.
Boss, be careful. If the handle breaks, maximum down thrust will smash you right into Attila. You know the saying, whether the stone hits the glass or the glass hits the stone, it ain't gonna hurt the stone.
Thanks for the encouragement, Kent. Brink, if this actually works, the boulder's going to come flying straight at you. Better fly clear.
Thanks for the warning.
Exercise proper space safety, kids.
Looks like it worked.
Now, aren't you glad I made sure the tool chest had a shovel in it? My rule is, if you can pick it up, take it with you, because you never know when you might need it.
I have the same rule, Cora, but I thought it only applied to women in bars. If you can pick her up...
It's terrible.
Careful, kid. You don't want to find yourself getting quoted as a sexist pig in Maggie's article.
I'm not here to spy on you.
Lighten up, Robbins. They're just teasing you. If they thought you were really a spy, they'd never talk freely on the open frequency.
Oh, right.
No need. The target's ready for the explosive charge.
Haha.
Shuttle, this is low. Now placing the explosive on the base of the asteroid in Quadrant 3.
Yeah, acknowledged.
I need another hand here, Brink.
Of course, Commander.
And now, to arm it.
This asteroid has a pair of landing lights now, kids. Stick a fork in us, we're done.
Who writes your material, Commander?
I get it all out of the newspapers, Robbins.
I think we talked to Borden.
Load aboard, do you copy?
I read you, Low. What is it?
Both nukes are in place and armed. We made pretty good time, I think.
Come on back home and we'll celebrate with a banquet of food in the tube.
Low out.
I love food in a tube. No, wait, what's that thing that's the opposite of love? Right, hate. Hate food in a tube.
Let's head back to the shuttle and watch Attila do the old fire dance.
Now, zero-G explosions.
Load aboard, do you copy?
How do you think I passed my NASA exams?
I like this guy.
Both nukes are in place and armed. We made pretty good time, I think.
Looks good, boss. Come on back inside for the fireworks.
Confirm everybody inside.
All in, Cora.
All clear payload.
All clear, landing team.
All clear, shuttle.
Confirm doors closed.
Doors closed.
This game really does have great music.
The explosives armed. Houston gives us the go-ahead. Say when, boss.
Do it. Now let's see, is it the big green triangle or the little red circle?
Shut up and push, Ken. My baby's getting impatient.
Here we go. We have detonation, Alpha and Beta.
What are the instruments showing?
Nothing big coming our way.
What's the pig telling us, Cora?
Attila's still in one piece. There's a lot of seismic bounce, some fracturing. We're stable again. The radioactivity in Quadrant 1 is well within the safe range.
What does Houston say, Ken?
Everything's go for a surface walk at your option.
Then let's go, landing team. Let's see what Attila looks like after plastic surgery. Be careful, kids. Attila is more dangerous now than before we tamed him.
Those were certainly profound first words to speak on Earth's new moon.
I'm not making speeches, Robbins. I'm concerned about keeping everybody alive.
Commander, I can collect rock samples later. Right now, I would like to get below the surface down into that tunnel.
We're gonna do it eventually. We might as well do it now. You agree, Robbins?
I'm game for it.
I've called the pig. We'll send it on ahead to light the way.
Remember, any rock may be loose, and any wall may collapse at any time.
Please be careful, everyone. Cora, send down the pig, please. We'll need the light.
The animation in this game, when it uses animation stuff, really reminds me of Titan AE now that I think about it.
You see anything unusual, Brink?
It's hard to determine how this tunnel was formed.
It wasn't created by the explosion?
No, it's very ancient. The explosions opened the door, but this tunnel... old, but not as old as the asteroid.
What does that mean?
I don't know yet. It just feels unnatural. There are some odd projections near the bottom of this tunnel that don't seem to belong here.
Robbins, this is Lowe.
This is Robbins.
Everything looks pretty strange with the light coming up with a pig like this.
My dad used to put a flashlight under his face on Halloween and scare the neighborhood kids. It made him look so eerie.
Looks like Brink lined up the nukes perfectly.
Yes, Commander. The mission is a success.
Hard to believe this asteroid just happened to come visit Earth.
Almost as if somebody decided our sky wasn't interesting enough with just one moon.
See anything interesting?
Everything here is interesting. But it's Brink who actually understands what he's seeing.
Low out.
What's to talk about this time?
Low to Brink. Come in, Brink.
Brink here. I read you.
It's probably good in the long run.
Sorry, we don't have any better light source than the pig.
My problem isn't lack of light. It's lack of experience with the interior of asteroids.
What do you think of our star reporter?
Very unorthodox, bringing a reporter on a space mission. But she is very capable, and she writes interesting stories.
Be careful maneuvering around these rock walls.
These walls are more stable than I expected, Commander. But of course I'll be careful.
You see anything unusual?
It's hard to determine how this tunnel was formed.
It wasn't created by the explosions?
No, it's very ancient. The explosions opened the door, but this tunnel... old, but not as old as the asteroid.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Let me think a minute.
I'll check back with you.
Low out.
Let's check with the... There's something.
Look at this, Brink. This can't be natural.
Definitely not. A metal plate. Definitely an artifact.
An artifact? But who could have put something like this in a tunnel?
Yes, I think it's clear. Wherever Attila came from, there was someone there.
Could this be part of some kind of message? Like the one NASA put in Voyager?
If it's a message, I don't understand it.
Whatever it is, we've got to tell Houston immediately.
Negative, Robbins. I'm clamping down total security as of this moment.
You've got to be kidding.
You've been telling me all along you just want to be an ordinary member of the mission. I've had secret orders all along to look for any sign of alien presence on this rock. And now that we've found it, my instructions are clear. What I want to hear from both of you right now is, I understand, Commander Lowe.
I understand and agree, Commander Lowe. There is nothing to be gained from a premature announcement.
Robbins.
I understand, Commander Lowe.
Ken, Lowe here.
I read you, boss.
Tell Houston that I said Attila's a real Hun.
What? Is that some kind of joke?
Just tell them, Gordon. You'll receive new communication protocols immediately afterwards.
Oh, cool. This is like a secret code.
Just think, Cora. You're the only one in Congress who knows anything about this.
Houston says the message is received and they're transmitting new codes.
We're getting back to work down here, kid. Blow out. I'm giving this baby a little push.
Whoa.
If that doesn't work, Commander, give it a big push.
The plate just dropped down, inside something.
The plate is gone?
It's a small dark opening. It's a small dark opening.
I think you're right, Brink. The stone projection isn't natural.
Yes, but what is it doing here?
Let's try the digger.
I may be criticized for it later, but I'm gonna dig out one of these odd projections.
It's your decision, Commander.
Just so long as we're clear. This was your terrible idea.
I'm going to push another one.
I wish we could be sure we weren't destroying whatever message they meant us to receive.
It seems to me that if they didn't mean us to push these metal plates, we wouldn't be able to push them.
This hole. It's like this hole was made for me, but not yet.
Brink, I wish I knew what these odd projections are.
I've taken pictures of them for analysis.
Try digging some more.
It's another metal plate.
I wish there was some sort of inscription.
And well, we've got it out.
We're 3 for 3 here, folks.
I've heard of putting a message in a bottle, but never in a big rock.
Let's push some stuff.
Here's number 3.
It disappeared too.
Here's the last one.
Well, we've done it. Whatever it is we did.
Well, here goes nothing.
We're with you, Commander. So, the asteroid is hollow.
Time to update Houston. Load a shuttle. Static. Must be all this rock.
We're cut off. Should we go back outside and call them?
Nah, they can sit tight for a few more minutes while we poke around.
Something over here. It's all the plates we pushed in. What we have here is a simple little puzzle. Top, bottom, left, right. Oh, somehow I thought I was good.
These plates probably fit together, but how?
They're not angled quite perfectly to how they end up, so it does make it kind of tricky to visualize instantaneously.
What's happening?
I'm moving!
Like someone turned me inside out twice.
It's a little difficult to move now.
That's because we've got gravity. Planet-type gravity. We're not inside the asteroid anymore. And the pressure is equalized. There's an atmosphere.
Can we breathe it?
Our suits are checking that automatically. Here we are. Yes, it's at least as breathable as the air in L.A. Of course, there's always the danger of airborne infectious agents.
I don't think so. Alien microbes should be no threat to us. They have not evolved to make use of our cell structures.
The oxygen in our suits won't last long anyway. I say we take them off and save the remaining oxygen for the return trip.
If there is a return trip.
Yeah, tastes good.
Surprise, surprise. Attila was a spaceship all along.
A starship, faster than light. We're not in our own solar system. No planet but Earth has an atmosphere like this, and this ain't Earth.
After so many years of bad TV shows and crackpots with phony pictures, here is the real proof. There is alien life.
Low to cockpit, over. Low to payload, over. Yeah, I'd say we're out of range. Way out of range.
I don't see any aliens coming to greet us.
For all we know, it might have been 1,000,000 years since these people sent out Attila, and they long since died out.
I don't know about you, but I didn't pack a lunch.
Or a can of pop.
Well, we might as well look around and learn what we can about this place. We might be here a while.
Well, thanks for putting up with me through the intro. I didn't realize there was so much talking you could do. There's somewhat less at this point since we're in the beef of the game now. And less things for me to feel like I shouldn't talk over, like all the awesome music. But next time, we're going to begin exploring wherever we have been sent. See you later, everyone.